Turn it over to ABC 15, Susan Casper. She's in the newsroom with how the Crisis Response Network is manning the phones 24/7 to help people cope. Susan?
Yeah, so many people, Kirk, having a hard time trying to find the right words, likely even you perhaps, trying to find the right words to express this to your children. Joining me today is Suzanne Rabideau. You're the CEO with the Crisis Response Network. Thank you for being here. You guys get 1,000 phone calls a day from Maricopa as well as Pima counties with folks just trying to reach out. What do you tell them? How do you start this conversation?
The most important thing to do in a situation like this, whether you're a parent or you're a friend for an adult, is to stop and listen and to ask questions and to understand what the other person is experiencing. So often we assume that our experience is the other person's experience, and that may not be true. And particularly with children, how they process this is very different from an adult. And it's very important that we don't just assume that they're experiencing the same thing we are. Ask them, how do they understand this? What do they know about this? And in fact, if they say they don't know anything about this, or there's nothing on their mind or they're concerned about, move on. Move on.
And you also stated to me, if your child doesn't know about it, don't bring it up.
Don't bring it up.
Okay.
Don't bring it up.
And we also have the next phase of this. How do we prevent this from happening in our own community? And back to that 1,000 calls a day that you all receive. You say and stress early intervention.
Absolutely. It's very, very, very important that we think about ways to prevent this tragedy and any other kind of tragedy, whether it's tragedies in our own home of, large, exorbitant behaviors. We need to do early detection. We need to pay attention to ourselves, what's going on for ourselves, and what we see in others. Anything that feels off, pay attention. Pay attention. There can be things changed in any kind of behavior, sleeping patterns, eating patterns, drinking patterns, socialization, isolation. Pay attention to all of those factors. And then the next important thing is to do something. Pay attention and then do something. It could be reaching out to a friend, a loved one. It could also be calling a crisis line that we operate.
Alrighty, and you guys are there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you need help, whether it be talking about this tragedy or something else in your family or a loved one, please pick up the phone, call 1-800-203-CARE. That's C-A-R-E. Crisis Response Network analysts and specialists are available to you 24 hours a day if you need it.
All right, Susan, thank you for that. Sometimes we don't have all the answers, so it's nice to have a phone number where they can help out.